I just got the new OrcaTorch D570 light, which has a light and a laser. This will be fun. My first dive was out at Three Tree Point, where we saw a ton of ratfish, also known as chimera. I was able to get up close to these animals and see how they get a different view of them and see how they hover right above the ground. This is kind of something that I hadn't seen before. I'm using a GoPro Hero 10 with 2 video lights and a Macromate Mini, which allows me to get a little more close-up focus shots. The visibility really wasn't that good this night, and I took some photos from the video and submitted them to OrcaTorch, and they came back with suggestions of how I could do some shots a little bit differently. This is how the footage was coming out that first night, and I could see the laser beam just fine, but it wasn't really showing up that well on camera. Here I turned off my video lights, and you can see how powerful the beam is of the OrcaTorch D570-GL, just the white beam light. I try to pick up any trash or things that shouldn't be in the water anytime I'm out diving. Having 2 big pockets on my Mods Drysuit helps so that I can have a place to put stuff when I'm not on a dedicated cleanup dive carrying a bag. Here's a look at the mouth of a ratfish, which is something I hadn't seen before. I believe this is a gooey duck, type of big clam we have a lot of here in the Puget Sound. And a sea cucumber. I hear these are good to eat. I'd like to maybe try that sometime. There's plenty of them to take. Sometimes I wonder if my video lights are blinding these chimera fish, or if they just always swim around like this, bumping into things. I was diving with my buddy Roberto on this dive, and we both got close to this jellyfish to the point where we almost got tangled up in its tentacles. And Roberto was giving me this signal that he had his hands in front of him, and I thought he was showing me like how this jellyfish was moving like a beating heart. And then after the dive, he explained to me he was just trying to push himself backwards, but I thought that was pretty funny. Because he said, "I don't know you well enough to be giving you romantic gestures on underwater." So this was obviously back in October, and I have been trying to get somebody to film me underwater. But on this Halloween pumpkin dive, I figured out some tricks on how to record myself, which I then used when filming myself with the OrcaTorch laser light. Trying different things has kind of gotten me inspired to try even more things, or given me more ideas, and doing different displays in the water, even filming myself. Stay tuned for some ideas and things to come. So hit like and subscribe if you want to see more. Feedback from Ashley at OrcaTorch Amazon. These lights have been donated by Ashley at Amazon, the OrcaTorch reseller. I try to get some better shots. It's really great getting feedback that I'm able to apply and see noticeable differences. And so if you have any tips, tricks, suggestions, I'd be happy to hear them. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to share and give any critique I could possibly give. So I got this light many months ago now, and I've taken it on many dives, and it's still holding up great, and it's still one of my favorite, or probably my most favorite light to dive with besides video lights. So if you have a buddy who likes to take video or photography and you want to help point things out for them, I highly recommend using this light over another spotlight with a high intensity white beam, because that washes out so much in the image, and this really points things out without scaring fish away or causing a hot spot in the video that makes the subject hard to see. I'm really thankful for the opportunity to work with somebody like Ashley with OrcaTorch, as it has really given me something to improve, focus on, and kind of give me a subject for a storyline in my videos, which it's something that I've been working on and would like to make my videos a little more helpful and more storytelling. So stay tuned for future videos, as I've got a lot of ideas and things coming out in the pipeline. We saw this worm, which is just a weird dancing worm-like thing. It really looked like a blade of grass. My friend Octopus Cowgirl, or Anais from Mods Drysuit, made a TikTok reel and I think an Instagram reel on this. But that'll be for another story. One of the things you'll see a lot of in the Puget Sound is mating crab. I think they're a little bit like rabbits in how they reproduce. We also have a lot of hermit crab, which can give you something to practice your macro photography with. And there's another ratfish. And another. I think I lost count at about 30 ratfish on this dive. Double check the date of this dive. I believe this was around August, so the visibility just wasn't great at that time. But goofing around with this light before or after a dive just helps me kind of relax and gets me in a great mood, and makes for a really fun time. So if you have any interest in diving in the Puget Sound, or starting scuba diving, learning about dry suits, Mods Drysuits, OrcaTorch lights, or anything that I may be able to help you out with, feel free to leave questions in the comments or reach out to me on one of my links above, and come dive with me. Contact me for more collaborations or anything else that you have in mind. It comes with 2 batteries, a charging cable, a charger. It's cool because it uses the 18650 battery, so it's interchangeable with most of the other OrcaTorch lights that I have, actually all of them. So I have a charged up battery already here. This is the most excited I am for using a light. That battery's dead. Thanks for watching, and please hit like and subscribe, leave a comment to help support my channel. Thank you.